Takashi. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 28, Mark Asana. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 36, Jacob Portonax. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 4, Carson Friesen. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 2, Jack Wheatley. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 34, Nico Leibes. And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 19, Will Gardner. The starting pitcher for the Riverhawks is number 3, Dalen Harrison. And now it's time to meet the starting lineup for your Cowlitz Black Bears, as announced by head coach Kelly Stinnett. Leading off, the left fielder from Clark College, number 7, Carter Monda. Batting second, the second baseman from Iowa Western, number 2, A.J. Singer. Batting third, the center fielder from Gonzaga University, number 17, Sam Canton. Batting fourth, the first baseman from Tacoma Community College, number 15, Noah Fields. Batting fifth, the right fielder from Dallas Baptist University, number 18, Ian Riley. Batting sixth, the third baseman from the University of Portland, number 6, Vinny Salvione. Batting seventh, the designated hitter from the LCC, number 5, Nick Miller. Batting eighth, the shortstop from Dakota University Irvine, number 8, Jake Schultz. And batting ninth, the catcher from Puerto Rico, number 43, Carlos Beltran. The starting pitcher for the Black Bears tonight is number 25, an Auburn commit, Bjorn Johnson. We did the national anthems earlier for our first game, so with that, let's play ball.
Welcome to David Story Field for Game 2 of the doubleheader between the Edmonton Riverhawks and your Cowlitz Black Bears. The Black Bears took Game 1, 7-2, the final score, as Edmonton falls to 0-7 on the year, and the Black Bears move to 3-4, looking to get back to 500 here in Game 2. It's going to be another 7-inning game, as Bjorn Johnson, the lefty for Cowlitz, gets to work. First pitch swinging is Kelly Coral, and he flies out to right field for Ian Riley for 1 pitch and 1 out. Bjorn Johnson pitched against Yakima Valley. 5 scoreless innings, giving up just 2 hits and striking out 4 batters in 18 batters faced. delivers strike one to Daniel Calabrese. Let's meet the outfield for Cowlitz. Starting in left is Carter Monda. Center fielder Sam Cann, and out and right is Ian Riley. Same outfield we saw in Game 1. The 0-1 is fouled out of play on the right side. And for the infield, we have one change. It's going to be the shortstop Jake Schultz in there in Game 2. And the third baseman's Vinny Salvione. The right side of the infield, at second is A.J. Singer, and at first is Noah Fields. The 0-2 is way outside. Gets past the catcher, Carlos Beltran, who's putting down the signs for the Black Bears in Game 2. He took over for Connor Tallickson. Usually when there's double headers in baseball on the same day, it's going to be new catcher. We see that for Edmonton as well. Bjorn gets ready from the windup and gets his first strikeout as Calabrese swings and misses. 2 up and 2 down for the Southpaw. Take a look at the batting lineup for Edmonton. 6 out of the 9 players in the lineup we saw in Game 1. We saw Kelly Cora. He's playing short. Batting second, who just struck out, was the center fielder, Daniel Calabrese. Now batting third is a designated hitter, Tommy Takayoshi, who takes just a bit outside, 1-0. Batting in the cleanup spot, the first baseman, Mark Osana. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Jacob Pertinek. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Carson Friesen. In the seventh spot, at second base, is Jack Wheatley. 1-0. High fastball, swing and a miss from Takayoshi. 1 ball and 1 strike with 2 away. And batting eighth is the catcher, Nico Leib. Rounding out the order for Edmonton is left fielder Will Gardner. Johnson, high fastball, around the letters, falls behind, 2 balls and 1 strike. The win in Game 1 went to Jaden Vinson. He pitched 6 innings, giving up just 1 run. Another good outing for the lefty. 2-1 is hit hard, but right at the center fielder, Sam Cann, who started back, takes a few steps in and to his left in right center field. As he went to go point up 2 outs, but instead it's going to be 3, and it's a 1-2-3, top of the first for Bjorn Johnson. The bats look to get back in action for the Black Bears here in the bottom of the first. We'll be right back to Longview after this.
Hi, this is Mike, manager with Parks and Community.
You guys rain or snow, 5777200 Weather Guard! Remember that.
Bottom of the first for the Black Bears.
We get ready. First at bat here in Game 2 for the Black Bears. 7 of the 9 guys in the batting lineup for Cowlitz played in Game 1 as Monda takes upstairs for ball 1. A.J. Singer playing second, batting second once again. Same 5 guys or 6 guys to start the lineup for Cowlitz. Big swing and a miss from Monda. 1 ball and 1 strike. Batting third, the center fielder, Sam Canton. Batting in the cleanup spot, again, the first baseman, Noah Fields. Out and right, Ian Riley. 1-1 fouled back into the netting, 1-2. Playing third, Vinny Salvione. Batting seventh in the DH spot is Nick Miller. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Jake Schultz. And rounding out the lineup is the catcher, Carlos Beltran. 1-2, battled off by Monda. He'll see another. Take a look at the outfield for the Riverhawks. Out in left, Will Gardner. Captain out there in center, Daniel Calabrese. And Carson Friesen in right. 1-2, a bit inside. Borderline pitch there. 2 balls and 2 strikes. We'll meet the infield. From left to right, Jacob Pertunik, Kelly Coral, Jack Wheatley, and Marco Sana at first. 2-2 is popped up in center field for Daniel Calabrese. 1 up and 1 down for Dallin Harrison to start the ball game. Doing the catching for Edmonton is Nico Leib. And like I just mentioned, Dallin Harrison, the starter for Edmonton here in Game 2. The right-hander throws home on the inside corner for strike 1. Harrison's made 2 appearances early on in the season for Edmonton. 0-1 at the belt for strike 2. Against Bellingham on June 3rd, Harrison threw 3 scoreless innings, giving up 3 hits. Fastballs upstairs, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And he pitched June 6th against Ridgefield. 4 innings, gave up 1 earned run on 2 hits. He walked a couple batters and struck out 4 as he gets his first strikeout here against A.J. Singer.
Now batting for the Black Bears, the center fielder, number 17, Sam Canton.
Harrison looking to do what Bjorn Johnson did in the top of the inning. That was retire the side in order. Sam Canton takes on the outside corner for strike 1. Canton went 1 for 3 in Game 1, recording a couple RBIs. The 0-1 is outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. The right-hander Harrison works from the first base side of the rubber. Working exclusively from the stretch. He moves ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Canton hitting .375. He's 6 for 16 as he battles that pitch off. Nice job from the left-hander to stay alive. One-two is way outside, an easy take for Canton. River Cities Transit, Longview and Kelso's public transportation system. River Cities has 9 routes to connect you where you want to go. Use Google to find a stop near you or visit rctransit.org for route schedules, trip planning, fare information, and the Where's My Bus feature as Canton fouls another one off. Making Harrison work here in the first. Kicks and deals home on the 2-2. And that's inside to fill up the count. Nobody on and 2 away here in the bottom of the first. Harrison and Leib on the same page. The payoff pitch is a ground ball at the second baseman, Jack Wheatley. As Harrison comes away with the 1-2-3 top of the inning. Bottom of the inning, just like Bjorn Johnson did at the top. We head to the top of the second, scoreless here in Game 2. We'll be right back right after this.
Cowlitz PUD proudly supports our community and the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Visit cowlitzpud.org to learn about customer-friendly opportunities like our new ride share program, which allows you to rent our all-electric Chevy Bolt. Whether you want to take it on a quick trip or a scenic drive, the first 4 hours are free, then $4 an hour after that. Again, that's cowlitzpud.org.
Top of the second for the Riverhawks.
We head to the top of the second. Middle of the lineup, due up for the Riverhawks. 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Osana, Paternak, and Friesen. The southpaw Johnson gets back to work, and it's a comebacker. First pitch Osana sees as Johnson jogs over to first and underhands it to Fields. 1 pitch in, 1 out to start the second.
Now batting for the Riverhawks, the third baseman, number 36, Jacob Paternak.
That brings up Jacob Paternak, the third baseman for Edmonton here in Game 2. He was one of 3 players who did not play in Game 1 in this Game 2 lineup. A big cut and a miss for Paternak, who's behind 0-1. Bjorn Johnson doing a nice job getting ahead in the count early on. Takes a big, deep breath and delivers home. Upstairs, fastball, 1 ball and 1 strike. Beautiful evening here in Longview, Washington. Yesterday we were rained out, but beautiful June weather tonight. Johnson on the outside corner at the belt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Johnson fires home, and that's outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Safeway and Albertsons stores are proud sponsors of the Cowlitz Black Bears. The Safeway Albertsons Foundation gives back locally in all communities it serves, including right here in Longview and Kelso. 2-2, breaking ball just misses outside, borderline pitch, and full count. Safeway Albertsons dedicated to bettering the lives of people in our neighborhoods. The payoff pitch gets a swing and a miss as Paternak is way out in front of it. Second strikeout this evening for Bjorn Johnson.
For the Riverhawks. Right fielder, number 4, Carson Friesen.
Brings up the lefty, Carson Friesen, the right fielder for Edmonton. He was also not in the lineup for Game 1. Falls behind, 0-1. Oh, 0-1 is fouled into the netting as Bjorn moves way ahead, 0-2. Bjorn Johnson is committed to Auburn. He just finished his senior year of high school. Great baseball program over there at Auburn. 0-2. Awkward swing from Friesen as Bjorn Johnson strikes out 2 of the 3 hitters he faces here in the second for his 3rd K of the day. 6 up and 6 down for Johnson as we head to the bottom of the second, scoreless.
Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. Play ball! Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Cowlitz Black Bears match up against other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe, outdoor event is a perfect outing for all. Peace Health is again a proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. We have our team of medical experts on deck to provide our community with the care they need. Bring your friends to a fun-filled time at the ballpark and make it a part of your healthy, active summer. Peace Health and Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. A great double play. Call.
Bottom of the second, Noah Fields swinging at the first pitch. It's a fly ball in shallow right center field as Daniel Calabrese comes in to make the catch. One pitch and one out for Dallin Harrison here in the second.
The right fielder, number 18, Ian Riley.
That brings up the lefty, right fielder Ian Riley, who went 1 for 4 in his Cowlitz Black Bears debut. Takes outside and moves ahead 1-0. Dallas Baptist University won the most games this year in school history with 47 wins. The count goes to 2-0. Their season came to an end against Oral Roberts in the Stillwater Regional. Grant Jay, who finished his freshman year, and Ethan Mann, who's a redshirt junior this past season, both are going to be Black Bears this season, along with Ian Riley. The 2-1 is hit hard in right field. Going back is Carson Friesen and watches it go over the fence. The first home run of the season for the Black Bears belongs to Ian Riley. The first hit of the game opens up the scoring for Cowlitz here in the home half of the second as they move ahead 1-0.
Now batting for the Black Bears, the third baseman, number 6, Vinny Salvione.
His teammates at Dallas Baptist, Grant Jay and Ethan Mann, they both earned All-American honors this season for DBU. Jay and Mann both hitting an identical .319 batting average on the season, leading Dallas Baptist to their most wins in school history with 47. So Riley showing the pop of that Dallas Baptist roster now here in Cowlitz.
No, I didn't get it.
Vinny Salvione in a 1-2 count. The 1-2 is a blooper into right field. Carson Friesen settles under it for the second out of the inning.
Now batting for the Black Bears, the designated hitter, number 5.
The home run hit by Ian Riley was hit 97 miles per hour off the bat. A launch angle of 27.15. And he hit it an estimated 341 feet over the wall and right. First pitch in to Nick Miller at the knees on the outside corner. He takes strike 1. Miller went 3 for 3 in game 1. First multi-hit game of the season as he quickly falls behind 0-2. He was also hit by a pitch. He was playing third and made an unbelievable play on a bunt down the line. He barehanded it, threw it across his body, and fired over to first base in time. He's now in the DH spot for game 2. Nobody on and 2 away. Called strike 3 on the top of the zone. First time Nick Miller is retired today. But Ian Riley, with the first home run of the season for the Black Bears, puts them on the board as they lead 1-0 as Bjorn Johnson gets back to work in the top of the third. We'll be right back to Longview after this.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
We begin the top of the third inning. 1-0 Black Bears lead. First pitch swinging is fouled back out of play for the number 7 hitter, Jack Wheatley. Bottom of the lineup due up for Edmonton here in the third. Wheatley, Leib, and Gardner. Edmonton looking for their first base runner here in game 2. 0-1 slider catches the edge of the zone for strike 2. Johnson showing great command of all of his pitches early on here in game 2. He and Beltran on the same page. The 0-2 fastball upstairs, 1-2. A long pause from Johnson. He delivers, and that's outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ren Cecil, who's not in the lineup today for Cowlitz, he was named the NWAC, the Northwest Athletic Conference, Gold Glove winner at third base for the 2023 season. So congratulations to Ren for that accomplishment. The 2-2 hit off the hands right at the first baseman on the ground, Noah Fields. 1 up and 1 down for Johnson here in the third.
Now batting for the Riverhawks, the catcher, number 34, Nico Leibed.
Nico Leibed will bat the catcher for Edmonton. He was not in the lineup for game 1. First at bat of the afternoon. Swings at the first pitch, and that's fouled into the netting. 0-1. Since yesterday ended up being an off day, unexpected off day for the Black Bears, got a chance to watch the Oregon baseball game as Johnson moves ahead 0-2. Oregon had an unimaginable comeback yesterday in the opener of their Super Regional Series at PK Park. The Ducks were trailing 8-0 to Oral Roberts, who knocked out Dallas Baptist in the Stillwater Regional. They were trailing 8-0 in the third as Bjorn Johnson throws ball 1-2. The Ducks pitching staff would put up zeros for the rest of the game as Oregon offense quacked back to tie it 8-8 in the 7th and proceeded to hit a walk-off in the 9th. No team had ever come back from an 8-run deficit in a baseball super regional before as Johnson gets called strike 3 on Nico Leibed. Already his 4th strikeout, and he hasn't even faced the whole lineup yet.
The left fielder, number 19, Will Gardner.
To add a little bit more drama to that Oregon game yesterday, Oral Roberts hadn't lost a game since April 22nd. Will Gardner tries to bunt for a base hit here with nobody on and 2 away, and that goes foul. He falls behind 0-1. Quite a remarkable day for U of O fans yesterday. It was a home game, and those fans were going wild, and I don't blame them. The 0-1, check swing, but it's called strike anyways, as Johnson moves way ahead, 0-2, like he has consistently done so far here in Game 2. The 0-2 is outside, 1-2. Bjorn Johnson has a few pitches to play with as he takes a trip behind the mound. Takes a second to gather himself. He gets back on the rubber and delivers a 1-2. It's a check swing called strike 3. fifth strikeout for Bjorn Johnson as he's faced the minimum through 3. We head to the home third, 1-0 Black Bears.
Hi, this is Mike. The parts of the
Keep you dry in the rain or snow. 5777200. Weather Guard. Remember that
Eight, 9, and 1 due up for the Black Bears here in the home third. Schultz, Beltran, and Monda. The 0-1 hit up the middle. The second baseman, Jake Wheatley, moves over to his right and makes the play for the first out of the third. That'll bring up the catcher here in game 2, Carlos Beltran. Beltran giving Talixon the game off here in game 2. He takes high fastball around the letters and moves ahead 1-0. 1-0 is hit on the right side of the field. The first baseman, Osana, goes all the way over to the fence as it goes out of play. Nobody on, 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 away here in the bottom of the third. The Black Bears with a 1-0 lead, thanks to Ian Riley's home run back in the second. Big cut as Beltran misses for strike 2. Harrison retired the first 4 batters he saw and then gave up the home run and hasn't allowed a base runner since. He only hit for Cowlitz. 2 balls in, 2 strikes to Cowlitz catcher. The right-hander throws the 2-2 and gets it past Beltran. 2 up and 2 down here in the bottom of the third.
Back to the top of the lineup for the Black Bears.
The batting lineup will flip around for the Black Bears. It'll be Carter Monda, who flew out to center in the first. He went 2 for 4 with a couple RBIs and a couple runs scored in game 1. He takes strike 1. Pitching duel here in game 2. Both pitchers doing well so far. Just a 1 home run given up by Harrison. The 0-1 has popped up to right as Monda's retired. A 1-2-3 third inning, just like the first for Harrison. We head to the middle innings, the top of the fourth. 1-0 Cowlitz lead.
Cowlitz PUD proudly supports our community and the Cowlitz Black Bears. Visit cowlitzpud.org to learn about customer-friendly opportunities like our new ride share program, which allows you to rent our all-electric Chevy Bolt. Whether you want to take it on a quick trip or a scenic drive, the first 4 hours are free, then $4 an hour after that. Again, that's cowlitzpud.org. Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. Play ball! Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Cowlitz Black Bears match up against other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe, outdoor event is a perfect outing for all. Peace Health is again a proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. We have our team of medical experts on deck to provide.
First pitch of the fourth inning is ball one. Top of the lineup due up for the Riverhawks, as Bjorn Johnson has faced the minimum. Through 9 guys faced, he has recorded 5 strikeouts. Southpaw delivers the 1-1, and that's inside. He'll fall behind 2-1. Last time up, Coral flew out to Ian Riley out there in right. Riley responsible for the only run of the ball game, the home run. 2-1 is bunted, foul. Two balls and 2 strikes. The Daily News is your local go-to newspaper. Get the latest local news and notices at tdn.com. We also help businesses with our full-service amplified digital agency. Contact us today to amplify your business. Go Black Bears. Breaking ball just misses outside to fill up the count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The lights turn on here at David Story Field. We have scattered clouds, but very comfortable. The ball slips from Johnson's hand as he walks the leadoff man to start the fourth. First base runner of Game 2 for Edmonton.
Daniel Calabrese.
That puts Bjorn Johnson in the stretch for the first time tonight. Showing bunt and trying to lay it down as Calabrese goes overneath the netting and right on top of us in the press box. It's going to be 0-1 to the center fielder, who was one of 5 strikeouts his last time up in the first. In Game 1, he went 2 for 4, picking up an RBI. Johnson takes a peek over at first, throws home. 0-1, a line drive right at the hot corner. Vinny Salvione throws over to first for a double play. That erases the leadoff walk. Heads up play on that hot corner.
Now batting for the Riverhawks. Designated hitter, number 14.
5-3 double play. And just like that, nobody on and 2 away here in the top of the fourth. It's going to be the designated hitter, Tommy Takayoshi, hitting from the right side. Swinging at the first pitch, and that's fouled back out of play over the stands. Cowlitz Black Bears baseball is brought to you by 3 Rivers Eye Care. Give them a call for all your eye care needs at 414-8000. Proud to be a long-time sponsor of your Black Bears. The 0-1 fouled back and out of play once again as Johnson moves way ahead, 0-2. We hope you can join us at the ballpark tomorrow. Kids get into the ballpark for free, 12 and under with the paid adult. Final game of the series is going to be at 1:05. A blooper into shallow right center field, and Ian Riley makes the catch on the run. After the leadoff walk, thanks to the double play, Bjorn Johnson faces the minimum. We head to the home fourth, 1-0 Cowlitz.
Call WeatherGuard.
577-7200. WeatherGuard!
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com.
We are halfway home through 3.5 here in game 2 of the 7-inning doubleheader. 2, 3, 4 hitters due up for Cowlitz here in the home fourth. Ball one taken by A.J. Singer. Singer went down swinging his last time up back in the first. 1-0, just below the knees. He moves out in front, 2-0. In game 1, Singer went 1 for 4 with an RBI double down the left field line. 2-0 he takes at the bottom of the zone. 2 balls and 1 strike. Picture perfect day for baseball. And we're playing 2 games today. The 2-1 is ripped foul. Heads up in the crowd. Luckily, everyone got out of the way. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the number 2 hitter playing second base. Chopper at the second baseman. Wheatley takes a step over to his right and fires over to first in time. 1 up and 1 down for Dallin Harrison.
Now batting for the Black Bears, the center fielder, number 17.
That'll bring up the center fielder, the lefty, Sam Canton. He picked up a couple ribbies in game 1, going 1 for 3. The lefty swings and fouls it right in front of Nico Liebed, the catcher. 0-1. Harrison working exclusively from the stretch. The 0-1 is popped up on the left side of the infield. The left fielder, Will Gardner, charging it and making the play. 2 up and 2 down here in the fourth.
Now batting for the Black Bears, the first baseman, number 15, Noah Fields.
Harrison has had a great game for Edmonton. Just a 1 mistake given up to Ian Riley. But that's the only base runner allowed from Harrison. A lot of movement on that pitch as it misses the zone. 1-0 to the cleanup hitter. Fields went 1 for 4 in game 1, picking up an RBI. He flew out to center his last time up. Takes strike 1 to even up the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Hit hard on a 1-hopper to the third baseman, Jacob Paternak. Throws across the diamond in time. So 1, 2, 3, 4th inning for Dallin Harrison. We head to the top of the 5th in this pitching duel. 1-0, the Black Bears lead.
Black Bears 1.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Hi, this is Mike. Again, with Parks and Community.
You guys rain or snow. 5777200. Weather Guard. Remember that thing.
New pitcher for the Black Bears here to start the 5th inning.
Leading off the top.
No hits given up as Bjorn Johnson's day comes to an end. He pitched 4 scoreless, no-hit innings. Noah Bowden takes over for him, pitching in a familiar setting. He plays right here at Lower Columbia College. The lefty, 6'1", 191 pounds. First pitch, ball 1. Delivered into Marco Sana, 4, 5, and 6 hitters, middle of the lineup for Edmonton. Pops this up, and it's going to go out of play behind us. 1 ball and 1 strike. And Bowden's made 1 appearance this season for Cowlitz. He picked up the win in the 1-0 ball game against Yakima Valley. Line drive, but right at Jake Schultz. 1 up and 1 down for Bowden to start the 5th. In that win for Bowden, he pitched 3 1/3 innings. No earned runs. He gave up just 1 hit. And in 11 batters face, he recorded 4 strikeouts. First pitch is fouled right in front of us in the netting. 0-1 for Bowden. Verney's Pizza, a local staple and proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. Verney's Pizza is happy providing great pizza to great baseball fans. The 0-1 is popped up, and on the warning track making the catch in right center field is Sam Canton for allowed out number 2 here in the 5th. And Bowden looking for a 1-2-3 5th inning. First pitch swinging is Carson Friesen, and right on the line, and it's fair. Carter Monda drops it. So the first, or it's going to be the second base runner is going to reach via error. It's going to be an E7. It's a tough error because Carter Monda was right on the line, and the fence is right there on the third base line. So he was trying to watch out for the fence in front of him and just unable to track the ball all the way into his mitts. But if you ask Monda, he would say, I should have had it. So first runner in scoring position for Edmonton here in Game 2. Jack Wheatley ahead 1-0. He grounded out to Noah Fields at first and is only at bat back in the 3rd. And Bowden takes a look at Friesen. paints the outside corner nicely to even up the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Noah kicks and deals home, and it's fouled off of Carlos Beltran, the catcher. Seems to be unaffected. 1 and 2. And Bowden's favorite athlete is Clayton Kershaw of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Both of them left-handed pitchers, and both of them with beautiful curveballs. The 1-2. Chopper at third base. Salvione drops it, but the runner is caught in a rundown. He was trying to go to third, and Salvione tags him out. And that will end the inning. So nothing doing of the 2-out error that allowed Friesen to reach second, and Bowden works around it. And luckily for Salvione, as he dropped the ball, he was able to tag the runner out. Middle 5, 1-0 Black Bears.
Cowlitz PUD proudly supports our community and the Cowlitz Black Bears. Visit cowlitzpud.org to learn about customer-friendly opportunities like our new ride share program, which allows you to rent our all-electric Chevy Bolt. Whether you want to take it on a quick trip or a scenic drive, the first 4 hours are free, then $4 an hour after that. Again, that's cowlitzpud.org.
Ian Riley leads things off for the Black Bears here in the 5th. He pops it up on the right side, and it will go out of play. The only hit in the ball game belongs to Ian Riley, and that was a big fly over the wall in right field. The first home run of the season for Cowlitz, as he's making his season debut today. 1 ball and 1 strike to the lefty, as Dallin Harrison gets back to work for Edmonton. 1-1 is below the knees. 2-1. Four of the 7 losses for the Riverhawks were 1-run ball games. They've just been on the wrong side in close games early on to start out the season. The 2-2 hit in the air to left field. Will Gardner dances around and makes the play. 1 up and 1 down here in the 5th.
Now batting for the Black Bears, the third baseman, number 6, Vinny Salvione.
I'm really motivated to pack a lot right now.
After the home run, the next 9 batters who have come to the plate, Harrison has retired. Swinging at the first pitch is Salvione, and that's out of play into the netting. Salvione ended the top of this inning. It was a ground ball to him. The ball dropped, but the runner from second, he should have stayed at second to play it safe, but he thought Salvione was going to throw over to first, and that was what Salvione was thinking, but he fumbled the ball, and then he caught the runner between second and third and tagged him out. Fortunate play for Salvione and the Black Bears defense to escape the inning. The 0-2. Breaking ball in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Great pitching duel between Harrison and Johnson. And then Imboden took over right where Johnson left off. 1-2 misses to even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Harrison gets ready from the stretch, and it's called strike 3 at the belt as Salvione is shaking his head, heading back to the dugout.
Now batting for the Black Bears, the designated hitter, number 5, Nick Miller.
4th strikeout here in game 2 for Dallin Harrison. Nobody on and 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th. Nick Miller takes ball 1. Miller was retired for the first time today in the 2nd. He was called out on strikes. He went 3 for 3 and was hit by a pitch in game 1. 1-0 taken at the knees, called strike 1. The Cowlitz Black Bears are excited to welcome you back to Story Field. We have endured so much together during the last 2 years, and we kindly remind you that any remaining minor inconveniences will be over soon. Thank you, fans, for your patience and understanding. Let's go, Black Bears. 2-1, Miller hits it to the shortstop, Kelly Coral, who makes a quick throw, and it's in time. So another 1-2-3 inning for Dallin Harrison. We head to the top of the 6th. 1-0 Black Bears.
Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Cowlitz Black Bears match up against other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe, outdoor event is a perfect outing for all. Peace Health is again a proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. We have our team of medical experts on deck to provide our community with the care they need. Bring your friends to a fun-filled time at the ballpark and make it a part of your healthy, active summer. Peace Health and Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. A great double play. Call WeatherGuard.
577-7200 WeatherGuard!
Eight, 9, and 1 hitters due up. First pitch is a ground ball up the middle for the first hit here in game 2 for Edmonton. Leadoff single to start the 6th.
The left fielder, number 19, Will Gardner.
So the number 9 hitter, the left fielder, Will Gardner, will step in. He went 0 for 3 in game 1. One of 6 players in Edmonton's lineup in game 2 who played in game 1. Showed bunt and pulled back and takes outside for ball 1. Last time up, Gardner went down swinging back in the 3rd. Imboden back in the stretch. The 1-0. Showing bunt and bunting it down the first base line. A nice bunt. And Imboden throws it over the head of Noah Fields. One runner coming in to score. Cut off by Noah Fields. The throw home. Not in time as Edmonton ties the game 1-1 here in the top of the 6th. That's going to go down as a single and then an error.
Riverhawks are back to the top of their lineup with shortstop number 1, Kelly Coral.
Gardner advances to second as the go-ahead run in scoring position for Edmonton. One to one here in the top of the 6th. Runner on second and nobody out. Top of the lineup due up. Coral hits it hard into right center field, and making the catch on the run is center fielder Sam Canton. That keeps the runner at second. That'll bring up Daniel Calabrese.
Center fielder number 15, Daniel Calabrese.
He hit into a double play his last time up. It was a line drive right at third baseman Vinny Salvione, who then threw it over to first to get the runner to complete the 5-3 double play. In his first at-bat, he struck out swinging. He's 0 for 2. Showing bunt, pulling back and taking ball 1 just a bit outside is the number 2 hitter. Went 2 for 4 in game 1 with an RBI. And Bowden taking his time. Now delivers home, and that's way outside. It gets by Beltran as Will Gardner advances to third, and the go-ahead run just 90 feet away for Edmonton here in the top of the 6th. Edmonton searching for their first win this season. They were swept by Bellingham to open up the season, and then went to our southern rivals, the Ridgefield Raptors, and were swept by them. They lost a couple of those games by just 1 run. They also fell in game 1 here in the doubleheader. The 2-0 is popped up, and it will get out of play as the fans are running to get out of the way. Luckily, everyone did. As the fan hands it to a young Black Bears fan who has a souvenir here in game 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Hit off the hands in center field. It should be deep enough to score the run. Here comes the run as Canton's throw is a bit offline as Edmonton takes their first lead in the series here in game 2. They scored 2 runs here in the 6th. They lead 2-1.
Hitter number 14, Tommy Takeyoshi.
The air looming large here in the top of the 6th. Nobody on and 2 outs for the number 3 hitter, the designated hitter, Tommy Takeyoshi. Takes outside and up, ball 1. Don't forget, fans, Sunday is Peace Health Sunday, presented in part by Coastal Media. And Bowden gets called strike 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. Kids 12 and under are getting free with a paid adult. Sunday games start at 1:05. It's a great time to bring the whole family. A big thanks to Peace Health and by Coastal Media for Peace Health Sunday. Southpaw delivers a 2-1. Hit sharply right at the shortstop. Jake Schultz throws across the diamond in time to end the 6th. But Edmonton gets on the board and takes the lead 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. We'll be right back to Lower Columbia College right after this.
David Storyfield tonight.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
The shortstop, number 8, Jake Schultz.
8-9-1 due up for the Black Bears as they bat trailing for the first time in the series. Schultz, Beltran, and Monda. Harrison showing great command of all of his different pitches in his arsenal and really has only made one mistake. Three pitches, and Jake Schultz is down on strikes for the first out of the sixth. So that'll bring up Carlos Beltran, the catcher. He did not play in game one. Typical when you have a doubleheader, you switch out the catchers. First pitch, beautiful curveball for strike one. Last time up, Beltran went down swinging in the third in his only at-bat. The 0-1. Check swing. And the field umpire for this game, Billy Yeager, said he did not go. Umpire switched. It's Noah Hubbard behind home plate and Billy Yeager in the field. 1-1 upstairs around the letters. 2 balls and 1 strike. Beltran, a fun teammate to have for Cowlitz as he fouls this, swings early, goes out to play on the left side. All of his teammates love him. He's just one of those fun-loving guys, bubbly personality, doesn't mind being the center of attention, and his teammates love him. The 2-2. Just outside. So a full count here to the number 9 hitter. Harrison gets set, kicks and deals home, breaking ball, hit sharply to the right of Kelly Coral at short, who throws a one-hopper. A nice job to even have a chance at it, going into the hole. So it's going to be a one-out single for Carlos Beltran. And it looks like we're going to have a pinch runner for the catcher, who is representing the tying run as the batting lineup flips over.
For the Black Bears, the left fielder, number 7, Carter Honda.
The pinch runner is going to be Chase Elliott, who takes over for Carlos Beltran, representing the tying run here in the top of the 6th. The first hit since the home run by Ian Riley back in the 2nd. Monda takes outside. He moves ahead 1-0. Monda 0 for 2 in game 2 with a couple of flyouts, 1 to center and 1 to right. Hits it hard, but right at Daniel Calabrese, the center fielder, for the second out of the 6th. So that'll bring up the second baseman, A.J. Singer, with a runner on first and 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Singer, 0 for 2 in game 2. Strikeout, swinging in the first, and a ground out to second in the fourth. Swings at the first pitch and comes away empty, 0-1. Hope you can join us at the ballpark tomorrow for the series finale between the Riverhawks and your Black Bears. If not, we'll be right here. The throw down, the catcher made a nice throw, Nico Liebed. But Chase Elliott, the pinch runner, gets back in time. We'll see if Elliott gets a sign to try to steal second and get the potential tying run in scoring position. He does not go. It's a breaking ball down to the third baseman who is unable to make the play, and it's going to be an error on Jacob Pertinack. Let's see if Sam Canton and the Black Bears can take advantage of that E5.
17, Sam Canton.
Make him pay for the error here in the bottom of the sixth. That keeps the inning alive for the Black Bears. Harrison steps off. He'll get new signs. Runners on first and second for Canton, who had 2 RBIs in game 1, going 1 for 3. He takes in the dirt, ball 1. Elliott had a big secondary lead, and he hit himself in the helmet, saying, I should have taken advantage and I should be standing at third. The 1-0. Hit hard into the gap in right center field, and that should be enough to bring in the tying run, and it is a big 2-out single for Sam Canton, picking up his third ribby of the day, including game 1. His first here in game 2 is a big one. A huge, costly error to allow A.J. Singer to reach from the third baseman, and we'll have a mound visit. The 1-0. Hit hard into the gap in right center field, and that should be enough to bring in the tying run, and it is. In for Beltran. Got to give credit to the catcher, Carlos Beltran, to get on. And then a nice job and smart base running from Chase Elliott, who came in for him as a pinch runner. And Sam Canton coming up with the huge 2-out RBI single to tie the ball game. We are all knotted up. 2-2 here in the bottom of the sixth, but the Black Bears not done yet. Noah Field steps in from the right side. He's coming in 0-2 today in game 2. Fastball upstairs, 1-0. Fields had a RBI, went 1 for 4 in the first game. Just a reminder, here in game 2, just like game 1, 7 innings. And tomorrow, the series finale will be back to normal, a 9-inning game. 1-0 is popped up in left field, and Will Gardner comes in to make the catch. But the Black Bears respond to the 2 spot in the top of the inning to tie up the game. 2-2 as we head to the top of the 7th. We'll be right back to LCC right after this.
Hi, this is Mike with Janitorial. You've been part of this community for years.
577-7200. Weather Guard!
Middle of the lineup, due up here in the top of the 7th. We are all tied up 2-2 in this 7-inning game. 1-0, hit hard, a one-hopper to the shortstop, Jake Schultz, who made a wide throw, but Noah Fields doing a nice job coming off the bag and making the tag on Mark Osana.
Now batting for the Riverhawks, the third baseman, number 36, Jacob Paterniks.
So that'll bring up Jacob Paternak. He's 0 for 2. He went down swinging in the second and flew out to Canton out in center his last time up. Fouls off the first pitch he sees on the right side, out of play. There's another look at Fields making the tag. And Boda pitches in the dirt, 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 in the dirt, 2-1. And Bowden just finished his sophomore year here at Lower Columbia College. 2-1 is popped up into shallow right center field. It's going to be Ian Riley, the right fielder, who makes the catch. So 2 up and 2 down for Bowden here in the 7th.
Now batting for the Riverhawks, the right fielder, number 4, Carson Friesen.
Carson Friesen will have a chance with nobody on and 2 away. Reached on an error his last time up. Grounds the first ball he sees to second base, and Singer retires him as Noah Bowden retires the side in order. We head to the bottom of the 7th as the Black Bears are looking to walk off Edmonton here in the second game of the series, tied 2-2.
Cowlitz PUD proudly supports our community and the Cowlitz Black Bears. Visit cowlitzpud.org to learn about customer-friendly opportunities like our new ride share program, which allows you to rent our all-electric Chevy Bolt. Whether you want to take it on a quick trip or a scenic drive, the first 4 hours are free, then $4 an hour after that. Again, that's cowlitzpud.org. Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. Play ball! Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Cowlitz Black Bears match up against other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe, outdoor event is a perfect outing for all. Peace Health is again a proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. We have our team of medical experts on deck to provide our community with the care they need. Bring your friends to a fun-filled time at the ballpark and make it a part of your healthy, active summer. Peace Health and Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. A great double play. Cole.
In this 7-inning game, we head to the bottom of the 7th. All tied up 2-2. 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up for Cowlitz facing the new pitcher, Sean Otamanchuk. The righty Throws it on the outside corner, called strike one. Adamonchuk has made 2 appearances for Edmonton. In both appearances, he gave up 2 earned runs. Lined foul, luckily into the netting. That could have been some broken teeth down there on the right side of the field. 0-2. Against Ridgefield, Adamonchuk pitched an inning and a third, giving up 2 hits on 2 earned runs. He struck out 1 in 7 batters faced. Riley battles that off, and he'll see another. In his first appearance against Bellingham, he got the loss. He pitched 1 inning, gave up 2 earned runs on 3 hits. He struck out 1 batter in 6 batters faced. The big righty gets it past Riley as he goes down on strikes to start the 7th. That'll bring up the University of Portland, Vinny Salvione. I asked Vinny how he likes playing at Portland. He said he loves it. The environment's great. Loves his teammates. And he's had a great experience so far at the University of Portland. Called strike one as he shakes his head on that. Disagreeing with the home plate umpire, Noah Hubbard. 0-1 is called inside to even up the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Salvione 0 for 2. Struck out looking his last time up and flew out to right, back in the second. The 1-1 is outside, 2-1. Tickets/flex packs. Let's show everyone how happy we are to be back together this season. Pick up tickets to future Black Bears game at the ticket office or at cowlitzblackbears.com. Salvione is hit with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th, representing the winning run. That'll bring up Nick Miller.
Hitter number 5.
He was 0 for 2 in this game, but went for 3 for 3 in game 1. Last time up, Miller grounded out to the shortstop, Kelly Coral. So, Adamonchuk working from the stretch. First pitch at the knees, called strike one against Miller. Nick Miller plays right here at Lower Columbia College. So he takes almost in the same spot. Gets some ooze from the crowd who thought it was a bit outside. It's going to move to 0-2. Miller's favorite athlete is Mike Trout. How could you not like Mike Trout even if you're not an Angels fan? I love Mike Trout. So fun to watch as Miller fouls that out of play, and he'll see another. Mike Trout, just a freak athlete, plays center field and robs home runs, it seems like, weekly. 0-2, fastball up around the letters. Nice take by Miller. The Black Bears took game 1, and they're looking for a walk-off here to take game 2. 1-2, fastball gets it by Miller. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. The Black Bears have yet to win a series this season, but they've given themselves a chance to win the series in the first 2 of the season. They lost in games 3. The rubber match against Yakima Valley, as well as Bellingham. Nico Libed with a snap throw to first as Salvione dives back head first and gets back safely. A very cool night here as we get into the middle of June. Scattered clouds, but very comfortable here in the mid-60s and little to no wind. The flag out there in left center field, the American flag on top is still, and the Canada flag waving a little bit. Jake Schultz stays alive and battles that into the netting. 1 ball and 2 strikes. We saw Schultz have a 10-pitch at bat in Bellingham that ended up earning him a walk.
I just leave it right there.
When you have at-bats like that, you'll find yourself in the lineup
Go left.
more times than not. 1-2 is up and in as Schultz gets out of the way. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runner on first, which represents the winning run, and 2 out. Two is up and in once again as Schultz fills up the count. The 3-2, the runner goes, and it's going to be a walk. So the winning run now in scoring position for the Black Bears here in the bottom of the 7th. It's going to be Connor Tallickson. Tallickson started game 1. He picked up an RBI, had 2 singles, and went 2 for 3 in that game. He did not start this game. It was Carlos Beltran who was behind the plate. Beltran singled in the 6th and was pinch ran for by Chase Elliott. So it's Tallickson's first at-bat here in game 2. He takes a questionable strike 1. The 0-1 hits Tallickson. So the bases are going to be loaded. 2 of the runs don't matter. The only run that matters is Salvione at third. Second batter hit this inning. We're going to have a mound visit. Make plans to join the Cowlitz Black Bears for summer fun with your group. Book the Bob's Sporting Goods Party Deck or party suites for company outings and other events. And don't forget about birthday parties and team get-togethers at the picnic tables. Make your special night a memorable one right here at Story Field. Call the box office at 360-703-3195. The winning run just 90 feet away for the Black Bears as they try to steal game 2 with a comeback from behind win. They were trailing 2-1, and the Black Bears responded with the 2 spot in the 6th with a run of their own in the 6th, and that tied the game 2-2. It's a chopper out the shortstop, Kelly Coral, who goes the short way. So 1 pitch is all Adamonchuk needs to retire Monda. So we head to extra innings, the top of the 8th in this 7-inning doubleheader game. We'll be right back to Lower Columbia College after these messages.
WeatherGuard. 5777200.
WeatherGuard!
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
We head to extras here in game 2 of the doubleheader. So you know I'm not crazy. This is a 7-inning game. I know we're in the 8th, but it's extra innings here in the doubleheader. The new pitcher for the Black Bears, number 21, Kyle Etheridge, a big left-hander. He's pitched 2 times for the Black Bears this season. Against Yakima Valley, he pitched 1 inning, giving up just 1 hit and recording 2 strikeouts. And against Bellingham, he had a 1-2-3 inning. He pitched 1 inning, striking out 2. First pitch into the second baseman, Jack Wheatley, is taken for ball 1. Wheatley 0 for 2. He grounded out to first and hit into a fielder's choice his last time up. Takes at the knees for strike 1. For keeping book at home, I wrote it as a fielder's choice 5U. That's what we decided on. It's a chopper beyond Edmonton's dugout, 1 and 2. It was a ball hit at Vinny Salvione at third base. There was a runner on second at the time. Salvione was trying to go to first. He dropped and fumbled the ball, but the runner from second was running to third, so he ended up in a rundown, and Salvione ended up tagging him out for the 5 unassisted fielder's choice for Wheatley his last time up. Etheridge gets ready from the windup. The 2-2 called. Strike 3 on the outside corner. One up and one down for the Black Bears here in the 8th. That'll bring up Nico Libed, the catcher, here in game 2 for the Hawks. He singled and scored his last time up. That got the 2-run rally going for Edmonton in the 6th. Fouls off the first pitch. He sees 0-1. He struck out looking back in the 3rd. He's 1 for 2. Oh, 1 is fouled. Sounded like off the foot of the umpire. Catcher Connor Talixon checks on him. He makes sure he's okay. Oh-2 is in the dirt as Libed lays it off. 1 and 2. Nothing makes a Black Bears game better than an ice-cold beer or soda if you prefer. Here at Story Field, we have a great selection of refreshing beverages, and you could order now from your seats. As Etheridge has 2 strikeouts and 2 batters faced. He has recorded 2 strikeouts in his previous outings, too. Looking for a 1-2-3, top of the 8th. Gets a swing and a miss from the number 9 hitter, Will Gardner. Gardner went 0 for 3 in game 1. He's 0 for 2 here in game 2. Coach Kelly Stinnett makes a nice play in the dugout. But he was a catcher in the big league, so he's got great hands. He knows how to keep the ball in front of him. 0-2, breaking ball, nice pitch, and stomped by Connor Talixon, trying to get a chase from Gardner. I asked Coach Kelly Stinnett what was his favorite team to play on. He said the Diamondbacks in his first stint. He played for the Diamondbacks from 1998 to 2000 for a couple years. Fouled back. 1 ball and 2 strikes still to the number 9 hitter. The Diamondbacks that year clinched their playoff spots at Candlestick Park, where they no longer play, is the San Francisco Giants. Now play at AT&T. Actually, they changed their name recently. It's Oracle Park now in San Francisco, but the same field as AT&T was. 2-2, fouled out of play. Gardner making Etheridge work here. I asked Coach Stinnett what was his favorite big league ballpark to go to, and he said he couldn't pick one. His favorite 2 were Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has that beautiful backdrop, Bridge City, of all the bridges and the downtown in the background. The 2-2 hits Gardner. So a 2-out base runner for Edmonton here in the top of the 8th. That flips the batting lineup around for the Riverhawks. It's going to be Kelly Coral. Walked back in the 4th and lined out to Sam Canton in center his last time up. He's 0 for 3. First pitch on the inside corner, called strike 1. Coach Stinnett's other favorite ballpark, he said, is Coors Field in Denver, Colorado. It's also in the downtown area. It's got beautiful mountains in the background of that park. 0-1, hit off the hands, and it finds the outfield grass for a 2-out single for the leadoff man, Kelly Coral. Runners on first and second here in extra innings here in the top of the 8th. The righty, Daniel Calabrese, steps in. He hit a sacrifice fly his last time up. Swings and misses. The first pitch he sees, strike 1. Calabrese hit into a double play in the 4th, then he went down swinging back in the 1st. In game 1, he went 2 for 4, picking up an RBI in that game. 0-1 is a soft chopper. Salvione tries to cut off Jake Schultz, and it gets by him. The runner is waved home. Schultz throws home, not in time. The throw down to second, not in time, as they throw back home, and the runners will stay planted at second and third. But 1 run comes in to score here in extra innings as Edmonton takes a 3-2 lead.
Now batting for the Riverhawks, designated hitter number 14, Tommy Takayoshi.
Tommy Takayoshi hits from the right side and fouls off the first pitch he sees, 0-1. It was a tough play. It was a soft chopper at the third baseman, Salvione, who tried to cut off Schultz because he thought he had a better play at it. And then he dropped the ball, and it went off of him, deflected into shallow left field, and that allowed Will Gardner from second base to come around and score the go-ahead run here in the 8th. Runners on second and third. The 0-2 is in the dirt. A nice stomp by Connor Tallickson, or that would have been another run across for Edmonton here in the 8th. The DH is 0 for 3 here in game 2. He went 1 for 4 in game 1. The 1-2 hit on the right side. It's going to be Noah Fields who takes care of it all by himself. But Edmonton takes the lead here in extras. 3-2. We head to the bottom of the 8th right after this.
Time for Sweet Caroline.
Hi, this is Mike from Duel with the Parks community.
777-7200. Weather Guard!
A.J. Singer leading off the bottom of the 8th. We are in extra innings if you are just joining us here in the bottom of the 8th. It was tied 2-2 in Game 2 of the doubleheader. Usually it's 9-inning games, but since it's a doubleheader, we're playing 7 today. It was tied 2-2, heading into the top of the inning. And an error by the Black Bears' third baseman, Vinny Salvione, allowed a run to come in for Edmonton. 2-0, finding the strike zone is Adamonchuk. 2 balls and 1 strike. Heart of the lineup due up for the Black Bears here in the home 8th. Singer, Canton, and Fields, 2, 3, and 4 hitters. 2-1 below the knees. Singer way ahead, 3-1. If you're Singer, this has to be a perfect pitch for you to swing at. Love to get a leadoff runner aboard, trailing by 1 run here in extras. And it's up around the hands, but it's called strike 1. On that borderline pitch, it's called strike 2 from Noah Hubbard, the home plate umpire. That was a little bit up and in, but he got the call, so it's a payoff pitch. The 3-2 is a chopper out the second baseman, Jack Wheatley, who throws out the speedy A.J. Singer, who is frustrated heading back to the dugout. On that questionable call, there was a lot of oohs from the crowd.
Center fielder, number 17, Sam Canton.
But anyway you look at it, 1 up and 1 down for the Black Bears here in the bottom of the 8th. Canton takes on the outside corner, breaking ball, 0-1. Canton, the biggest at-bat for the Black Bears. It got them to extra innings. He had a 2-out RBI single that tied the game in the 6th. He falls behind quickly, 0-2. Hits it up the middle. It's going to be a tough play for the second baseman, Wheatley, who makes a strong throw over to first base to get Sam Canton out in time. Unbelievable play by Jack Wheatley, running all the way towards second base and somehow throwing out Sam Canton at first base. Still with nobody on and 2 away, the Black Bears down to their final out. The righty, Noah Fields, hits a comebacker, and that'll do it here in Game 2. 1-2. Hits it up the middle. It's going to be a tough play for the second baseman, Wheatley, who makes a strong, making the long throw over. Edmonton picks up their first win of the season as they move to 1-7. It's the rubber match tomorrow in Game 3. Here in Game 2, Edmonton with 3 runs, the Black Bears with 2. As the Black Bears out-hit Edmonton 3-2. But it came down to that costly error. The Black Bears with 3 errors and Edmonton with 1 here in Game 2. Thanks for tuning in for Game 2 of the doubleheader. Next game will be at tomorrow at 1:05 for the series finale rubber match. Thanks to Mika and Madison, I'm Joey Senna saying good night from Longview.